using casting resin. I've got this Zuri mold right here. It has just so many beautiful detailed flowers, and so let's just get started. All right, if I can get these gloves on. Okay, so this is the fast cast. I gotta see how much I have in here. All right, so that did go up to just under the 2 mark. So that means I would go just this is part A. No, this is actually part B. So there's a part A, there's a part B, which has to be equal amounts. And so this, let me do something else real quick. I want to add some color to my mold. All right, so I'm gonna, these are called Perfect Pigments. This is Royal Gold. This is also by Paint Couture, carries these. And it's just a pigment that you can use, and you know what? It does look like it may be a little wet. This is a really thick mold. I feel like I've used this gold before, and I know with these mica powders, when you do put them in here in your molds, they don't come out shiny like it goes in, but you can top coat it and bring some of it back out. But I'm not worried about that because I've got other plans. But I don't know if you can see that. That's looking really, really pretty so far in there. So I am making sure it is, like I said, deep. It's a deep mold, and so I'm trying to brush it up on the sides. Now I don't glob it in. But you can dump it out once you put it in. Just kind of turn your, just lightly below it. All right. That's really pretty. Okay, so now I'm ready again. Let's see if it kind of went all the way up. No, it's still like it's right at 2. So I'm going to make sure I have enough of this. All right. So hopefully it goes right close up to the 4. It should, because you always use it 50-50. Ooh, okay. But you know, I don't ever get it like just perfect, but we're gonna check, we're gonna try this. All right. Now this is a little different from the epoxy resin. You just stir it. It usually only takes about, for me, like 50 seconds. But it's hard for me to talk and count, and so I'll just do it till you see it's kind of milky. I like to stir it till it's clear. So when it starts getting clear, then that's when I'm gonna pour it. Like I said, I think the instructions usually say about 30 seconds. I do it like 50. Now see, it's getting clear, see that? So I'm just gonna pour it in the mold. Should have colored another one, because you really don't have time to do much of anything, except pour it. So I may just go ahead, I've got a good bit left over, so I will pour it in. I'll just have clear ones, which are fine because you always can paint them long, but you see how it's turning white already? It's already curing, so that's going to be, I said you don't have a lot of time, so this one's probably not going to be good. I'll just have to use the other ones. All right, so I've got this little acrylic block right here, which I love doing projects on these. I think they're so pretty. Okay, so I'm gonna lay this down here. I'm gonna get some tape. So anyway, I just tape this off. All right, so I'm just going to use a sponge brush. This is White Swan because this, like I said, this paint covers, it just covers everything. I'm going to use DIY paint just as my primer because it, you know, Paint Couture paint is not for glass. Directly. I mean, so I'm going to use this as my primer and then use the Paint Couture paint because it's smooth. Alright, so I do want to get this as smooth as I can, but it's not that big of a deal. Alright, so let's dry that. Alright, so let's see. This is light dry, so now I'm coming in with the Paint Couture Purely White. You know how most, most products, most things in the same product line play better together. You know, they're just made to be together. So that's why I thought, well, I'm gonna just do this and then use my Sheer Bliss, and it looked really good. This might need 2 coats, and you're gonna have to, I'm gonna have to let this dry. I mean, I could put the hair dryer on it, but I have one dry. As soon as it dried, I painted the Sheer Bliss on top of it and let that dry. I'll set this one off to the side. Like I said, when this dries, I took my Sheer Bliss, which is the metallic with all the mica powders in it. And then it dried to this. So I have to show it to the side. See how pretty that is? Isn't that gorgeous? Ah, love it. Okay. All right. Let's see what we got here. All right. Here we go. Okay. All right, so see how though it's not shimmery like the mica powder was, but I am going to add the Sheer Bliss, the same stuff, on top of this. So this is what I have on here that makes it shimmer. All right, so any of these metallic paints you want to stir up really well. So I'm just going to wait until this dries and then I'll glue it on. But I just wanted to see what it looks like painted. Oh, look, my ring just went right through my glove. But I want y'all to see how it starts to, when it dries. Now it goes on a little white, a little, you know, got a little white color to it, but it dries crystal clear, and we'll just have all the little sparkles in there. Let's see, it'll be nice and shimmery. It'll look really pretty, I think, against the white shimmery background. But wouldn't that be a pretty gift? Or if you had a Christmas mold